Hey everyone, Dr. Andrew here, and welcome to the Chiro Couch. Now, first off, Happy New Year. I hope Santa brought you more than just socks, and you're ready to make 2025 the year you finally break up with your bad habits, because let's be real, they've been freeloading for way too long. But here's the deal. Every year we all declare this will be the year I change my life. And then, well, it's March, and we're still eating chips in bed, we're still scrolling TikTok, and we pretend that we don't know where our gym bag is. Well, I'm here to tell you that the best thing that you could do for yourself this year isn't setting goals, it's breaking bad habits. Let's start with one I hear all the time in my practice. I recommend patients to do simple home exercises to improve their spinal health, and their responses are just like a broken record. I don't have time, but sometimes you have time for 4 hours of Netflix. I'm too tired from doing nothing maybe, or I'll start tomorrow, and tomorrow it must be getting really crowded by now. Well, bad habits are just like that annoying relative. You don't know how they got there, and they refuse to leave. But why do some people crush their resolutions and while others don't? Well, the answer is in a brilliant book that I love called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And if you haven't read it, put it on your reading list right under the stop doom scrolling as well. But here's a secret source of these habits, and let me break it down to you. Goals are overrated. They look nice, but they're just like New Year's Eve parties. They're great in theory, but terrible without a solid plan. So here's why we need to look at that. Because everyone has goals, example, win the lottery, but that's not exactly a strategy. Goals focus on the result, and systems focus on the process, and the process is where the magic happens. So if you don't hit a goal, you feel like a failure. But if you stick to a system, every little step is a win. So instead of saying, I'm gonna exercise 5 times a week, start with saying, I'm gonna put my sneakers on and at least look at the treadmill. Baby steps, my friends, baby steps. Now, the next habit is the habit loop, all right? And it's a science, not magic. Habits work like this. First, you have a cue. Something triggers your brain, like you see a cookie. Then you have a craving, and you want that sweet, sugary goodness. And your response is you eat that cookie, and the reward is your taste buds throw a party. We'll repeat this loop enough, and bam, you got a habit, or in this case, a cookie addiction. But to make good habits stick, you've got to make them obvious, like leave your sneakers at the door. Make them attractive, like promise yourself a reward, maybe not a cookie. And then make them easy. You got to just start, basically. And then make them satisfying. And you've got to celebrate even small wins. Now, to break habits, break bad habits, you've got to do the opposite. You've got to make them invisible, like hide the cookies or don't buy them. Make them unattractive. Remember that cookie crush? And make them difficult, so don't buy cookies in the first place. And make them unsatisfying. Remind yourself how bad you feel after binging on cookies. So here are my secret pro tips. You've got to control your environment. You've got to stop If you want to stop drinking, don't go to a pub. Unless you want to play the world's hardest game of, I'll just have water. You've got to start tiny. If you want to start with exercise, start with 1 push-up. Because even just 1 push-up is closer to your goal than doing no push-ups. And it always counts. You've got to track your wins. Streaks are satisfying. Mark it on the calendar so you can high-five yourself at the end of your days because you don't break that chain. And then you've got to find your why. If your why isn't big enough, then the hows won't work out. So to avoid low back pain or live longer or simply feel better, you've just got to work out why you don't want to eat those cookies in the cookie jar. So here's your 2025 challenge. Make this a year and say goodbye to bad habits and hello to a healthier and happier you. Whether it's getting your spine in shape, exercising more, or spending less time on your phone, just start today. And hey, let me know how it goes. I love hearing your success stories. So my name's Dr. Andrew from Rabina Chiro Wellness Center, and I wish you an amazing 2025. And remember, bad habits are just like bad spines. Fixing them feels so good. See you later, and I'll see you next week on the Chiro Couch. Bye for now.